I'd like to begin this vlog with a song. It's the Tiki hut in the parking lot, the polluted beach and the lawn chairs, with the ripped up net and my father's hair. We're having fun in Orlando. So how have you guys been? It's been a long time. Whoa, I've been busy with it. I just get a little thing out of water bottles. Why don't I just get one of these? Why are men's eyelashes? Sorry, I just got a little sidetracked. I have a story for you. So I don't know about you, but my family is, it's just a hub of stories. Storyteller Central. All the tales are told in this house. Literally, members of my family can tell the same story over and over again, and somehow it never gets old. So naturally, I feel pretty inadequate at telling stories. My stories are the type of stories that are old before they start. Everyone's got these like awesome stories and mine are always so lame. So I'm thinking, do I have any cool stories to share with anyone? So I started picking my brain. And I dug through all of my memories, which aren't very many because I have a pretty horrible memory. And I remembered this one time when I was 9 and I went to Orlando with my parents. It all started in the waiting room of a local Denny's. You know that weird room you like have to walk through before you actually enter a restaurant? Like there's 2 sets of doors for some... Why does that exist? I don't know about you, but at our Denny's there's always these magazine brochure type things that they leave out so that when you're walking through that weird waiting room thing you can go, oh wow, I've always wanted to know about the local Zumba classes. Although when I was 9 I don't think Zumba existed, but that's just an example. So my mom, being the bargain hunter that she is, goes over and picks up one of these brochure zines. So she flips through it and she finds a Days Inn. And guess how much it costs per night? Go for a guess. Go for a guess. It was actually only $27 a night. So here's my mom sitting in the middle of Denny's. She's so confused as to how it can be so cheap, and it looks so nice. There's this beach. Oh my gosh, there's such a nice beach. The rooms are probably... Now let's go back to the opening song. Yep. All true. All of it. First of all, I remember driving past the hotel at least like 3 times because we couldn't even tell it was a hotel. It looked like an old shopping plaza. In fact, I think it was an old shopping plaza. So we finally park, get out of the car, go to the front desk, and the woman sends us to a room on the 2nd floor facing the street, you know, like facing the traffic. Now my mom overlooks the fact that this room is $27 and she gets a little tad upset. She doesn't like to face the street. The blinds freak her out. Do they really close all the way? So she asks to move. And we move from the room facing the street to one facing the parking lot of the rest of the shopping plaza hotel. So my mom seems okay with it. We're still at the door. She's opening it with the key because I don't think they gave us cards. I don't think it was fancy enough for that. She opens up the door and there's a maid sleeping on the bed. So my mom makes one of her signature whoop noises, and the maid kind of jumps out of bed really confused and just kind of looks around at us. My mom doesn't say anything. She doesn't tell on the maid, but she goes back to the front desk. She asks for something specific. I'd really like to face the beach. Now remember, we are in the heart of Orlando. We are in the city, and there's no actual beaches here. So we are moved to a new room, and this one is facing the beach. There just happens to be a brick wall in the way of our beautiful view. This man-made beach is literally a swamp with like a bunch of no swimming signs just posted everywhere. There's a ripped up volleyball net, a few lawn chairs and like this dirt sand stuff where there's like a bunch of cigarettes and like cigar butts everywhere. And you see some baby turtles just flopping into the sewage of the man-made beach. And lastly, there's a tiki hut, but the tiki hut is not in the dirt sand. It's actually in the parking lot. Like, I mean, the tiki hut is in a parking space. And in the tiki hut bar, there's just a bunch of drunk men just standing around really confused and kind of dazed. They looked like, how did I get in this parking spot? So we're at the last straw. My parents and I decide, well, you know what? Maybe we could just go swimming. It doesn't matter what the pool's like. A pool is a pool. It will be fun. We try to get to the pool, but a worker stops us and tells us that we can't. I'm sorry, ma'am. The pool is closed. Oh, man. Why? Some kid dropped a darn burger in the shallow end. I promise you, that was no hamburger. Though it was crazy, I seriously did have a blast in Orlando. We were there for like a week and the hotel bill was like less than $200. As a 9-year-old, I'd say it was totally worth it because now I can tell this story to my family and friends in the future and to you guys. Anyway, in the comments below, tell me some super cray stories about you and your family and things that you've gone through in your life that you think are really funny. Thank you for watching and I'll talk to you later.